So last week we talked about people having issues with Jeffree Star's new palette. When customers opened their mini palettes, they noticed the shadows didn't seem like the quality that Jeffree Star Cosmetics would normally produce. The issue wasn't just happening to a handful of people, it was happening to hundreds of customers. Jeffree briefly spoke about the issue on Instagram, saying when you make as many units of products that he does, there might be times where the lab messes up and a bad batch slips through the cracks.
I do need to go be a boss right now and go scream at my makeup lab. We have a production issue with the mini palette. Now, sometimes you guys, which you guys have seen in the past with me, I'm always very transparent, very honest. When you upscale a project and make 100,000, 200,000, 100,000 units, there sometimes can be issues, and sadly the lab and we did have a small batch issue with one of them. But you know me, y'all, if anyone ever has an issue with my products, I have an amazing customer service team that will handle anyone's issues. So I gotta go make a few phone calls. Be right back.
A little while after that Snapchat was posted, anyone who bought the mini palette ended up getting an email from Jeffree Star Cosmetics that read, "You're receiving this email because you recently purchased a mini palette or palette bundle. We have discovered that a batch of those mini palettes was not mixed properly during formula production. Please know that the current mini palette you received is perfectly safe to use. However, our team would like to make sure every customer has the best experience possible. So we're working hard with our production team to get you a replacement mini palette. You do not need to do anything to receive the replacement palette. We will be in contact every 30 days, and when the restocked mini palette is ready to ship, you will be notified via email with tracking information." So, what do you guys think about Jeffree's response? Do you think everyone getting a replacement was a good call on the brand's part? Today we're going to be talking about someone I don't think I've ever spoken about on this channel before, and that person is Patrick Starr. This past week, Patrick uploaded a video reviewing Selena Gomez's new makeup line called Rare Beauty. Now, people have been really excited about Rare Beauty since it was announced a little while ago now. Normally when celebs launch a beauty line, it can be seen as disingenuous and just a cash grab, but honestly, I've never seen a celeb beauty line be so highly anticipated before. I think what was really interesting and actually really refreshing is from the start, Selena made it very clear that her cosmetics line is about something beyond makeup. Selena pushed the idea that her makeup isn't about how others see you, but more about how you see yourself. So right away, everyone kind of guessed that it was going to be a minimal, barely there, more natural type of makeup line, and that's exactly what it ended up being. Just a little side note, I actually ended up buying the foundation, concealer, highlighter, and the lip balm, and they're all really amazing. Especially after getting used to not wearing makeup during lockdown, I feel like this minimal, more natural makeup line came at a perfect time. Well, unfortunately, Patrick Starr doesn't feel that way at all. First off, Patrick spent a good part of his review promoting his own brand, One Size Beauty. Literally, we didn't even make it into 1 minute of his video and he already plugged his own brand against Selena's.
Popping up, but when I say out of all the celebrity brands that have come out thus far, aside from mine, One Size, because makeup is a one size fits all.
A few seconds later, he was talking about the pricing of Rare Beauty's eyeliner, and he also quickly adds in that he also has an eyeliner from One Size and it's the same price as hers. Patrick also uses a mirror by One Size throughout the entire video, probably because he expected this video to get a lot of views and wanted to get that free promo in there as much as possible. I mean, Patrick's review of Rare Beauty already has more views than his reveal video for his own brand, so that says a lot right there. He also randomly stops halfway through the review and talks about his ads for One Size, which felt really misplaced, and I don't know, it just felt like really weird.
Are y'all tired of seeing my ad? My ad has been seen everywhere on TikTok, in Times Square, in Instagram, on YouTube. I've been getting so many comments like, oh my God, Patrick's visionary ad is everywhere. Visionary.
Then, of course, he makes it known that Rare Beauty doesn't have an eyeshadow yet, so he has to use his own eyeshadow palette, of course. Do you guys see a pattern here? It's like he reviewed this collection just to use it as an opportunity to promote his own brand since his reveal video didn't do too well. Patrick went on to talk about Rare Beauty's eyebrow pencil, and yep, you guessed it, he reviewed it against his own eyeliner pencil. Honestly, this review shouldn't even have been called a review. He should have just labeled it as a comparison video because that's exactly what it was. I feel like there was so much more Patrick could have brought up and talked about to give his audience a better understanding of the brand. Why didn't he bring up that the packaging of the makeup is designed specifically to make opening and closing easier for people with arthritis? Instead of making shady comments about the packaging being plastic, why didn't he mention that it's because it's recyclable? Why didn't he talk about how 1% of all sales is going to charity for mental health? I feel like Patrick went into this review by not reviewing it based on what the line actually is and more based on his own personal preferences. In my opinion, he should have reviewed the collection as a natural makeup line and not a full coverage line. Since posting this review, Patrick has received an immense amount of backlash from his fans. His video had over 15,000 dislikes before he turned off likes and dislikes. Here are a few comments left by some people under his video. Why does this video sound like you found an opportunity to flaunt and advertise your own products rather than just review hers? You sound kinda shady. Kinda messed up how he applied his standards to Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty isn't supposed to be heavy. He's acting disappointed in the products as if it's the product's fault. And then he goes on to promote his own products as if his products can do better, which is hella narcissistic. When I clicked on this video, I was expecting a non-biased review. He wasn't supposed to have compared the products because Rare Beauty and Patrick's makeup are in their own categories. To compare them is to compare apples to oranges. Both are fruits, but have completely different purposes. This is a very disappointing review video. It just felt more like him bashing a product that isn't meant to be full coverage for not being full coverage. Patrick ended up going on a rant on his Instagram to try and clear up the issues people were having with his review.
And I saw a couple of DMs saying like, I have lost so much respect for you and you disappointed me. I'm unfollowing you because you didn't properly review it and you were comparing the whole time one size beauty. Let me just clear some things up. The only product that I compared in the video was the eyeliner. My eyeliner and the Rare Beauty eyeliner. I prefer my eyeliner. And it was no way, to me, negative that I hate the brand. It was just in terms of preference. And so for me, I also just claimed that it's a more natural face wearing, glowy, dewy kind of brand, and I wasn't used to that in terms of the step-by-step routine, so I was a little bit thrown off when I was reviewing it, but I just wanted to give you my fully authentic review. Now, my question to you guys is, do I then give celebrities a pass because they're a celebrity, or do I give my authentic review because I wear makeup in a unique way that is more heavy, that is more drag, that is more staged, that is more cakey, whatever you want to call it. Mentioned, to be fair, she has no eyeshadows yet, so I just wanted to share what I was using on the eyes, and I also compared my eyeliners to hers. And for people saying that it was in every single of the video and you hate me and you were so rude, there are things to say things to people, and that's why I feel like people shut down online and just don't want to talk to people in person because of the hate that we receive on the daily. Also add to, there's a lot of talking points that people wish what I had said in the video, like the brand is vegan, cruelty free, the thing was made for people with arthritis, she's donating a ton to mental health, and then on top of that I have to review the pigment, the packaging, the branding, Selena Gomez, the colors, I want to name the finish. Like, there's a lot that goes into a YouTube video, so for you guys that don't know, I'm reading a couple of DMs, I do apologize, and it's a lot of information to just digest in a short amount of time, raw, on camera. And now that you know that Rare Beauty is cruelty-free, vegan, ergonomically designed for people with arthritis and or lupus or disabilities ergonomically, and yeah, anything else that and she also donates a lot of money to mental health.
Rare Beauty also went on to address Patrick on Twitter, saying, "We're so thrilled by all the great feedback on Rare Beauty so far. It's been so uplifting to see how much love and support we're receiving from the community for our brand mission and our products. But please remember that everyone has different preferences with makeup, and not everything is going to work out for everyone. That's okay. Patrick Starr is such a positive voice in this community and an incredible creator and entrepreneur. So let's all show him nothing but love." I'm guessing that statement was just damage control because we all know both Rare Beauty and One Size are sold at Sephora, so maybe it became a bit of a messy PR situation for the brands. Patrick replied to Rare Beauty saying, "Alexa, play Kill 'Em With Kindness. Love you, Selena Gomez. Congrats on the launch." So yeah, what do you guys think about Patrick's review? Was it biased purely because he has his own makeup line currently in Sephora and he knew this would be a great opportunity for free promotion? Or do you think he gave it a fair review based off his likes and dislikes? Shane Dawson has finally returned to YouTube. Kinda. Over the summer, Shane has gone through possibly the biggest scandal to ever happen on YouTube. It all started when Shane addressed his part in the 2019 takedown of James Charles by saying he felt like James deserved a piece of humble pie. From there on, things just kind of went downhill for him, with his past videos being brought to the surface, the Smiths calling him out for a very gross video involving a poster of Willow Smith, and Tati Westbrook uploading a video claiming Shane offered to edit and make the thumbnail for her Bi Sisters video. No one really knew when Shane would return to YouTube, if he would return at all, but some people suspected it would be soon since his family members started to address his scandal. Morgan was one of the first to address it on YouTube after not posting for over a month. Morgan said she didn't even recognize the Shane in his old videos, which makes her feel like he's a changed person. Rylan was next to address Shane in the drama that he went through. Rylan posted a video called "My Past, My Present, and My Future." Rylan acknowledged the old videos of Shane by saying, "I know that while they are far in his past, it's hard to separate that person from who he is today, especially when you're seeing them in real time and your feelings are being hurt right now. And I can never take that away from you and say you have to accept his apology or even ask that you do." It seemed like the family was testing the waters for a possible return of Shane Dawson. Well, nearly a month later, that's kinda what happened. Shane didn't post a video on his own channel, but he did appear in Rylan's newest video. At the start of the video, Rylan wrote on the screen that it was filmed back in the beginning of June, which would be a few weeks before all the drama happened online. The video features Shane and Rylan redoing rooms in their house. There's not much to say about the video itself, it's just a renovation video, but it definitely feels strange to see Shane again. Now, there's two kinds of comments going around about Shane appearing in Rylan's content. On one hand, people think Shane shouldn't have been in the video at all and don't want him to ever come back to the internet. And on the other hand, some people think since Shane is Rylan's fiance, that it's just normal that he's going to be in some videos and Rylan shouldn't get hate for that. The video has over 24,000 dislikes, and it looks like certain words are being filtered out from the comment section since there isn't really any negative comments about Shane. The response from people on Twitter, where everyone can freely say what they want without it being filtered, is much, much different. Shane Dawson's public career should be over. The fact that he's trying to creep back into the public eye as if his scandal was to do with a bad makeup launch or something is just disturbing. If he was in any other profession, he would be forced to resign. How is everyone okay with Shane Dawson slowly making his way back on the internet? I don't care that most of the stuff he did was in the past. A decent person wouldn't have done those things in the first place. So, how do you guys feel about Shane's family slowly introducing him back to YouTube? Do you think they're just testing the waters for a full return of Shane Dawson on his own channel?